today is going to be some Funko Shop mail, but I don't honestly remember what's in this box.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. My name is Wayne, and this is Wayneko. Now, like I was just saying a second ago, I got some Funko Shop mail, but I don't truly remember what's in this box. I mean, to be 100% honest with you, I don't remember. So I had so many boxes come in here lately from Entertainment Earth, from the Funko Shop, and I just ordered the con stuff, and I know this is not the con stuff, but I don't truly remember what it is. And I'm trying to remember, and I just can't quite seem to remember. So hey, this is going to be kind of my version of a mystery box, I guess as long as I don't remember, then it's a mystery box, right? So we're gonna get this guy open, but I kind of want to talk to you about, you know, I kind of feel like this is beating a dead horse, but we're going to talk about it anyways. Let's talk about the San Diego Comic-Con a little bit. Guys, it's really easy to get caught up being negative, and I kind of got caught up being negative the day after. I mean, even the day of was probably the worst, and the day after I've got a little upset. I mean, but I didn't make it real public how upset I was about it, and I didn't voice it to the point that it's like beating a dead horse. So it's time for all of us to move on. Let's go past that now. Let's be positive. Look, being negative does nothing but hurt you in the long run. I mean, so it's time for us to pick ourselves back up and move forward, and let's put that behind us, right? I mean, because we have other cons that are going to be coming up. We all know that the New York Comic Con is going to be an online con. I mean, let's just be totally honest. They're not going to have it. They did not put this guy in a box. I thought they would. Oh, well, there we go. All right, so this is going to make up. Okay, so they threw me another sticker in there also. Hey, so I'm going to let you see the sticker before we get really into this guy. So here recently they started throwing these stickers in the boxes, and I guess they're doing it on purpose now, because this is the second one I've gotten. I have gotten the Captain Crunch, and now I have gotten the Tricks, which is really awesome. So I'm kind of glad that they started doing that as this little bonus, I guess. I mean, they're clearly not doing it for profit, so it must just be let me throw a sticker in there as a little bonus. This totally makes up for me not picking up the Stan Lee in the con. I tried to pick up the Stan Lee in the con, but y'all know I had a whole debacle, and everybody did, right? It wasn't just me. Everybody had something that happened in the con that they weren't really happy with, but this will totally make up for me not getting my Stan Lee in the con. So this is the Stan Lee from the Thor. It's really awesome. They are showing 7 of these guys on the back. This totally makes up for me not getting the other Stan Lee. I've got to get this guy out of the box so that we can get a closer look at him. He's number 655 out of the collection, and it just says Pop, so it just must be out of the Pops collection. It doesn't say movies or anything. I would have thought it would have, but I guess it doesn't. This is a really awesome Pop, and I might be missing out on some letters that are under the top, because it seems like lately I've been opening all of my boxes from the bottom. That's because for some reason they seem easier to open from the bottom. I don't necessarily know why. I don't know if it has something to do with the final way they put the box together, and that's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming when they're putting this box together, they're putting the top down, and then the bottom is the last, and the bottom is the least secure point of it. Look, that's just my assumption. Don't hold me to that. It's just my assumption. So this is a really awesome Pop. So this is one of them that I'm extremely happy that I picked up. And like I said, this makes up for me not picking up the Stan Lee con. I had truly forgotten that I ordered this Pop. We got to take a closer look at this Pop. So like I was just saying a second ago, this totally makes up for me not picking up my Stan Lee Pop at the con. Now, I still want the Stan Lee Pop from the con. I'll probably never get it because I just don't pay scalper fees, and once they're gone, they're gone. Maybe, they'll have a second wave of them and I'll be in Target and I'll see it, but hey, you know what? That's beside the point. The paint splatter that they have on him is absolutely amazing. It looks like they did a really good job on the paint job. The glasses themselves had this kind of glossy paint scheme done to them, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe it's not. I'm kind of hoping the camera is picking up that paint splatter that they put on the back of this, and his hand that's just super cool. I have not seen this movie. I'm going to go like full disclosure on everybody. I have not seen this movie. I am going to go watch this movie. I actually was looking at it yesterday and was going to start the movie, and it was just late in the day and I didn't have time to sit down and watch the movie. This is a really well done pop. But let's be honest, anytime it's Stan Lee, they're almost always really well done. I mean, the Stan Lee pops, I mean, they probably reserve the Stan Lee pops for somebody that's a little bit better at putting them together, a little bit better at getting the paint job. So, I mean, that would be my assumption. Now, I don't know that my assumption is true, but that's what I would think is happening with the Stan Lee pops and some of the con pops and some of the other stuff, is they just hand it to a more veteran employee to do this stuff, which would make sense, right? Why some of the pops are done really well and then some of them are not done so well. But getting back to the SDCC, guys, we have to let it go. It's time to let it go. Let's move on. Let's think positive. Let's look at broader horizons. I mean, because there's lots and lots of stuff coming up with Funko. And look, when you're a company as big as they are, you're destined to have like growing pains, is what I'm going to call them. You're absolutely destined to have a growing pain. And I'm sure that they did not mean to have such a large growing pain, but they did. And it's time for all of us to let it go. They have delayed shipping. Their website crashed when we were ordering. I get it. But let's stay positive through all of this. Now, I have one more pop with this Stan Lee that I'm going to talk about because it's kind of into the movie era of the pop, and I haven't really done a review on her yet because I was kind of waiting to get something that would be halfway similar. Now, I know that this is not halfway similar, but we're going to pretend as if it is, right? Wolverine from the 80-year anniversary. So this one was given to me by a friend, Jacob, and this is a really awesome pop. So I want to say that he had 2 of these. He hooked me up. You know how that happens, right? We go out and we buy another one by accident. I kind of think that's what happened. Maybe that didn't happen. My buddy Jacob tends to hook me up a lot when he finds stuff that I like, or he thinks that I like. So he tends to hook me up a lot on that stuff. We're going to get this guy out of the box and take a closer look at him. And I wanted to get him out of the box because, like I said, it kind of goes with the Stan Lee, right? So Wolverine is a really awesome pop. The box is really awesome. On the back, they have the first appearance of the Incredible Hulk, number 181 in the comic books, and I'm going to just assume that that's what this pop is based off of. Now, this is something that I have learned in messing with these pops, is that a lot of times these pops are based off comic books, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's really true. So a lot of times, if you'll actually think, or if you're a comic person like my buddy Chris over at Mr. TechBot, he can normally tell you which one these come from. Now, there's the Batman with the Batman sodas that are extremely famous in the different color suits. That actually came from a comic book cover, and it's one of the detective series, and I can't remember which comic book it is right offhand, but I do know that it came from a comic book cover. At first glance of this guy, he's done really well. There's some stuff right back here on the elbow that I see, but let's take a closer look at him together. So in doing the Stan Lee, you know, we kind of had to pull out Wolverine, and at first glance at him, look, he's done really, really well. I want to say that just because of the back of the box, and they were showing the first appearance of Wolverine in the Incredible Hulk, tells me that that's the Wolverine that this is based off of, because his outfit just looks different, right? With the stripes on the face, and this is Wolverine, but it's not necessarily the Wolverine that we're all used to seeing. The paint job on him is done really, really well. I did see some stuff right back here on the elbow, like I mentioned just a second ago, and back on this elbow. I didn't notice that one when I was looking at it the first time, but look, that's still not a deal breaker with me. It's still a really well done pop. But for some reason, he feels really small, and I can't really figure out why. It's because he is small. I'm sitting here holding him thinking, man, he feels small. And he is. I mean, he is noticeably different next to Stan Lee, which is kind of odd. You know, sometimes you run into these pops that for some reason feels like they shrunk them down a little bit. And I don't know if that's something that they're starting to try and like move forward with, or if it happens by accident. But this guy is clearly a little bit smaller than Stan Lee. These are 2 really awesome pickups. It's Stan Lee, you know, this one really makes me feel better about not picking up the Stan Lee in the con. I don't know why he is so small, though. That's kind of confusing. And maybe they'd probably blame it on his pose or something. Not 100% sure. There's lots of exciting stuff going on with this channel, guys. I mean, just lots and lots and lots of exciting stuff. So here, coming up here in the next few days, like I said, in a couple other videos, I have some entertainment Earth boxes I have to go through that I just don't remember what's in them. So they're basically a mystery box to me. They're going to be a mystery box to both of us, right? Not just to me. So, and then I have the all 7 of the Back to the Future Pops. We're going to go over those. It's going to be a pretty long video, so we'll go over those. I don't necessarily know that I'm going to get them all out of the box. If you can think of any of them right now that you want me to get out of the box, how about throw a comment down below and let me know which ones they are. Now, I don't have the SDCC Marty. I didn't manage to pick that one up, which is okay. Look, we're not beating a dead horse, right? So we're just not going to get into it. But I do have the 7 commons that they came out with, which was pretty awesome. My local Walmart had them, so I picked them all up. Really, really, really awesome. Guys, like I said, there's lots of exciting stuff going on, so don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. Guys, there is no Wayneko crew without you, and I truly appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a good one.